Hi guys, welcome back. On this little video I'm fitting one of my yeah, I wish I could, axe handle to this really cool head a customer's brought in. So I'm just literally now in the process of shaping it up. I'm quite happy with the back. Quite happy with the back there. I'm just going to take a little shiny bit more off the back. Just here. Quite happy with the back bit. Just a little bit more on the front, which I can do perhaps a bit manually, a bit of manual freestyle. I love a bit of whittling. So you can see what I'm trying to achieve here, guys, is just to literally get that in there a little bit more. So it's not much now. This back in the vise. Shape it this way so you can see it better. Shape it this way. Slow process this, but when you get it absolutely spot on and put your wedge in there, it'll half look neat. So I've got a fair old way to go yet. Yeah, fair old way to go yet. Not far. So what I'm doing is just literally shaping slowly the axe head shape of the shaft and not taking off too much. That's it. So I don't want to go too crazy. Otherwise it'll look silly. That's there like that. That goes in there a little bit better there. Try this dry a second. As you can see, by trying it dry there, you can really see where it's going to nip and catch. So you can take that off again and keep going nice and gently and not take off too much. Like that. So I've just got to take a little bit more off. Nothing crazy. Hope you like my new little vice area. Right, just a little bit more on there. You can just see where I need to go on that one, so let's get I think the wedge I'm going to use a bit of, probably use a bit of Purple Heart or something like that, I reckon. Just to be different. See what she looks like that. Just a little bit more, not far. Not far, not far, not far. Yeah, it's just literally nothing now, really. La, 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 la. Right, I think that's nearly there, because by the time I wedge it and smack it down into that will go in there nice. Yeah. Just keep trying it dry. It's like minute. It's minute. Right, quite happy with that. By the time I tap it down and put the resin in there, it should do the job. Right, now let's go and select some wedges to go in it. Right, so I cut myself a wedge. I've gone for a bit of Brazilian mahogany. I've now fired that into the edge of the axe handle. Oh, steady Eddie. So there she is there in the end, all nice and tight all the way around. So I'm just going to wipe off the excess glue. The excess glue. He says, can't even get it in the vise. It's moved. Okay, blue roll, it's just behind me. Glue it. And just wipe off the excess with your finger. And don't worry about getting any on the axe handle. Just going to polish it off anyway. So yeah, that looks quite nice to the axe. You can just get your thumb. I do it by my little thumb. My thumb's, I've been told, quite a big thumb, but it's not really. A rule of thumb is my head of my axe is just 2 mil away from the top of my thumb on the hand grip that I've made on the bandsaw. So yeah, basically that stuff takes 10 minutes to go off. It's absolutely fantastic. Whilst I'm going to let it go off, I'm going to go and get the super duper finishing Odie's oil, get that all set up ready for this part of the video. Right, the glue's now set. I'm just going to cut the excess off. Excess is cut off, lovely jubbly. Then the excess glue over the top of the head, gives you that little bit more of waterproofing. We all know the benefits of PVA. Clean off the excess on the top. And then that'll be rock hard in a minute. So that's the axe head on. 1926, the right way. I'm now going to get the finishing oil and finish it and give it a polish up and a sharpen for the customer. Just wanted to give you a bit of a close-up so you could see. Before I add some Odie's oil. I'm just going to give the a bit of a sharpen first before I polish up. It seems pretty good, but I'm just going to give it a little glossing. Gently. Let's add a nice sharpen. Lovely. It's that sharp, it should be able to go through paper. I mean, this is cheap paper anyway, so it should just fly through it, to be fair. Yeah, that's done that. Right, let's go and give it a polish. So this is the sort of later part of the stage now. I've had a play and now I'm just on the finishing sand, really clean off, ready for the finishing oil. The head's had a polish, head's had a sharpen. Now just cleaning the handle. Right, just gonna clean that off and then ready for the Odie's magic. Right, first things first, when you're mixing your pigments with Odie's oil, is always get yourself a clear, clean container. Put the amount you think you need of your oil. I'm using Super Duper's dark oil. I'm using Creative Colour Buffalo Brown, and I've got a sample of ash to see if this comes out okay before I go straight onto the axe handle. I think that's very crucial that you don't go straight in onto your finished project. Let's see what this does to the ash and the grain. So I'm literally going to put a little bit on. Use a scourer and circle it in and see what it does to ash. So what it's done with the ash, it's obviously turned it buffalo brown. That's quite dark though, isn't it? Can you see it? I'll come a bit closer for you guys, for those that are far away. So that's ash in its natural form, English white ash, rippled ash, and I've put Creative Buffalo Brown by Odie's Oil, the pigment, in their Super Duper Dark oil to mix it, and look at that. That, I think, is what the customer wanted. Absolutely spot on. So, always good to do a tester. That's what I've done. I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to go and put it straight on the axe handle. And you can decide whether it looks as good as what I think it does. So give it all a little mixy. I think because this is quite a runny Super Duper oil on the dark oil, I'm going to put it to the pad first and let the pad take all the run. then I'm going to feed it into the handle itself. I think once I've got my colour, then I'll go over it with Odie's oil wax just to do that handle head as well, and give it all another protective coat. I just wanted to use a pigment there for you guys so you can see what I've done to English ash. So this is English white rippled ash handle that I've made, and I'm literally putting creative colour pigment from Odie's oil, whatever you want to call it, Mr. Cornwall's oil. Buffalo brown this is. I'm just going to work it all the way in. Obviously the more you put on, the darker it gets. So what I love about Odie's oil is just so fast. Gone the days of waiting days and days and days. I've literally made this handle a couple of weeks ago as a stock item, sold it on the socials. Someone's come in with a head, and then I'm fitting the head to the handle that I've made, and then I'm using super duper Mr. Cornwall's oil because I had the samples in the shop, in the showroom for them to choose, and I was able to sell them all in one go. And I was able to do this after lots of machining today, because that's what I've been doing today, lots of machining, and I've been able to do this all within half an hour. So that is my achieved colour. I'm going to put a bit more of the spatula on the end grain. Get it right in that end grain. Once that's soaked in, I'm going to wipe off the excess. And then get the other stuff. I'm really pleased with that. That is fantastic, Odie's oil. Well done, guys. That is so fast. Yeah, that is so fast. A bit like self-tanning lotion. Cheaper than a holiday. Yeah. I think now when I put the wax oil on all of it, do the metal, polish it all up, that will really, really shine through there. So well done, Odie's oil. Fantastic colour pigment option there. Love it. Just wiping off any excess. Let that dry half an hour. I'll put a bit thicker on there because that's the bit where it's going to get all the wear and tear. Like I said, I'm going to let that dry for half an hour, and then put the finishing oil on top of that. Let that soak into that ash. Fantastic. What product? So fast. Look at that, guys. Doesn't that look good? Hope you can see it okay. I think it looks fantastic. Right, I'll come back in half an hour and put my other favourite finish on it. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a close-up first for you guys so you can see how that's transformed that rippled white ash. So it's gone from that. I've used this. I've used that as my pigment liquidizer, whatever you want to call it, the magic potion, and then I've created that colour. I haven't even put the wax on it yet and it already is shining. So yeah, give me another 15 minutes and I'll do that. So I think whilst I'm waiting, I'm going to give this little cover a little bit of love as well with Odie's oil. Unfortunately the buttons have rusted a little bit, so there's not a lot I can do with that, but I can just lightly run over some sandpaper, take most of it off, clean up the leather. There's some paint on there. Give it a clean off best I can without taking too much of the fibre of the leather off. I don't want to take away the character either, because it's not mine, it's somebody else's. So it might be meaningful to them. So whilst I'm waiting for that, I'm going to get some Odie's oil. I'm going to get some wax. And we're going to see what that does to leather. Just going to grab some scissors or a Stanley knife, 2 seconds. I'm going to sit down on this. I'm going to appear to be lazy. So I think with Odie's oil, it's so versatile. There's so many different applications you can do with it. So that's my famous oil. Oh, cool. Yeah, brand new. Hang on. Get one of them with a Stanley knife. Right, they're brand new. There we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, crikey! Look at that wax. Might have to put that on the wood burner for a minute. Yeah, might have to put a little bit in the pan on the wood burner. Right, let's go and do that first, guys. Let's go and put some on the pan on the wood burner and see what that does. Right, so I've got some bubbling away now. Soon on the old wood burner. Gonna melt up that wax, and then we can go from there. So bear with, guys, and we'll see how that goes in a second. I just thought I'd quickly go through the difference between the wax and the oils. Well, the wax is obviously in a wax form, and the oil from Odie's is in an oil form. So it appears to be hard in the jar. It shouldn't be too long now, and I'll be able to do that next stage. I was going to check with you. You can come have a look with me live. See how it's getting on. And we'll grab the battery pack too, because I think the camera. Oh, I don't know if the eagle eyes will notice. Got all the signs are finally going up on the wall now. It's all a tribute to all the vehicles I've ever owned. Yeah, sadly they're not here with me now. The only one that's here with me now is RE51 ODP. The rest of them have all gone. So yeah, he's starting to go now. Lovely jubbly. Really good. So that's that. So we'll head back over to here. Now you're on charge. Well, you shouldn't lose battery. So let's put this there. Let's put you on pause a sec. I'll just do a little bit of a mix. Right, so my potion's cooked. We've got the belt. Hope you can see it okay. Let's give it a bit of lease of life with some ladies wax. So what that's doing is giving the leather a real good waterproof survival. So that's the first time I've used it on leather. What I'll do is I'll just give that some real good waterproofness. It's gone right into the leather itself, which is what I wanted, and I'm just going to rub the excess of the wax off because it was screaming out to have something on it. That's what I've done there, look. Kept the colour of the character as well. Just wipe the excess off. So that's got the sort of waterproofness in there. Excess has been wiped off. So let's just give it a little bit of the Odie's oil finish on there. And that really soak in. So I'm quite happy with that. That's given that a new lease of life. Probably going to be a bit stiff because it's a bit rusty, but I have cleaned it. That's that one there. Let that dry. And now I'm going to put that now on the axe handle, and then that'll be it. Be finished. As simple as that, as fast as that. So remember, a little goes a long way. Give it a little stir, as so. I mean, that should be enough to do the whole handle. So we will see. I'll get a fresh pad. Oops. Get a fresh pad. Put a fresh pad on. Work it into the head, and then I'm going to work it into the handle. actually going to say, it's taking some of the darkness off. So I'm going to put a little bit more on. Give it another coat, why not? I've got plenty mixed up. So let's add another coat of pigment, and it's had Odie's oil, so it'd be interesting to see what that looks like when it's ready to buff off. Talking. There we go, that's better. Need to get a glove. Right, I'm going to let that set and then buff it all off. I think it looks quite nice out there. What do you think? So there we are, guys, that is the finished article. I thought I'd bring it in the showroom just so you get the better light. So the products I've used has been my own axe handle that I've made out of English rippled ash. I've then fitted the head, you saw me do that. I've then given it a polish, the head, given it a sharpen, then stained it, then restored the leather cover, then given it a treatment with Odie's oil. So that should last a long time, and as you can see, it's nice and straight. I like that. All filled, pitted, done. Lovely. Like it. Quite enjoy doing these. Something different from making sash windows and fitting doors. Bit of traditional carpentry. Slow you go, fast you go. Thanks for watching, guys.